aren't too many guarantees in life, but one of those guarantees is at some point you're probably going to get sick. And when you do, you're going to need a doctor or a nurse to come and help you out. And it's at that point you're going to realise that these guys are superheroes. So today we've come to Princess Margaret Hospital for Children to talk to a nurse to find out just what it's like. Now, where are those nurses with the lollipops? All nurses are highly qualified health professionals who care for a range of people. Nursing is a fast-paced and rewarding career. You need to think on your feet, undertake technical and sometimes complex procedures, all whilst looking out for your patient's well-being. Jacob.
How you going, Jesse?
Yeah, good. Look, I want to know what it's like to be a nurse. Can you help me out?
No worries, come on in.
Cool, man.
Have a seat, Jesse. What would you like to know about nursing?
Well, first up, take me through just a typical day.
So there's 3 different types of shifts. There's a morning shift, an afternoon shift and a night shift. I will pick up a patient from the triage box when I have time and I will look at their sort of what the problem is and I'll do a nursing assessment of them and I'll initiate what I believe is necessary to find out about them. So I could find out, you know, what their obs are, so maybe their rests or pulse or their oxygen saturation, depending on how well the patient is. If the patient is really unwell, then I will initiate treatment. So I'll go up to one of the doctors and say, hey, I think this patient is not doing too well at the moment. Could you come and see them straight away?
Cool. Can I have a go with the stethoscope?
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah? Okay, I'm putting it on
Yeah, wrong way
the
around.
wrong way around. All right. Wow, that's really cool. So is there much work actually out there for a nurse?
Yeah, so nursing is a really versatile industry and there is a lot of different areas you can go to. So I work in an emergency department.
I can hear you really loud.
Yeah, that's right. In the children's hospital, you can work in adult hospital, you can work in all different sort of specialties. There's, you know, cardiology, which is the heart specialty, there's orthopedics, which is bone specialty, you know, there's theatre nursing, you could work overseas, which I've also done as well. 1,000 different jobs for nurses, because wherever there's a medical sort of facility, usually there's a nurse working there.
Now, you've got so many jobs within being a nurse. What's the hardest part of the job, as opposed to wearing, you know, pyjamas to work?
I'd say one of the hardest parts of the job, although not the hardest part, is working a night shift. 9 p.m. till 7:30 a.m. I don't know about you, but I'm usually in bed.
Yeah, I like to sleep.
Yeah, me too, exactly. I'm the same as you. The other thing I find that, you know, is quite a hard thing in nursing is you're dealing with people when they're unwell, and not all the time are people going to go home as well as you would hope. So breaking bad news to people, or, you know, being around families and stuff when their kids are unwell is also quite a hard thing to see sometimes. Because, you know, it's very stressful seeing your child unwell, or your friend, or your brother, or your sister.
In those situations where you do get to help, you know, what's the most rewarding part? What brings you to work?
The most rewarding part of the job is that every day, you know, we see 150, 250 people, and most of the time we send them home well. You know, people come in with their broken arms and they go home much better.
And so if someone wanted to become a nurse, what was one piece of advice that you would give them?
Do it. Definitely give it a go. Personally, I believe that nursing is one of those life skills that whatever job you do, if you've done nursing before, you'll get a sort of a view on the other side of life that most people won't get to see.
So what characteristics does someone need to become a nurse?
Obviously, they have to be super awesome.
Yeah, of course.
They have to be really willing to learn and enthusiastic about learning. They have to be super friendly and caring and very sympathetic towards people's situations. You know, people come to you in the hardest times.
And so from school to today, take me through the steps that you took to get to where you are.
I was given the opportunity to do a camp with kids with disabilities. I chose to do nursing based on that experience.
And if you could do one thing differently but still end up where you are today, what would that be?
I wouldn't do anything differently. I think I've taken the right career path. You know, I went straight from school, straight into nursing. I didn't have a year off and I've come out 3 years ahead of my friends at university. And, you know, I've got such a good life experience now. Wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do, you have like some skills that someone else can hone into.
Well, you know what? I hope that I love my job one day as much as you do, Jacob. Thanks so much for talking to us, man. Western Australia's health system is growing. A career in nursing will help you get a great job in any of our hospitals, including new ones like Fiona Stanley and Perth Children's Hospital. So if you like helping people and want to be a real-life superhero, you've got to put yourself out there. For more info and to get involved, hit up studentedge.com.au. I think if I was going to be a superhero, I'd be Superman. What website do I go to for that?